They brought her down the rest of the way.
We're very lucky to live in a place that has open, exposed hiking that's so beautiful. But the biggest thing of that is obviously paying attention to your surroundings and not let yourself get into a precarious situation.
Springs Fire recommends if you're hiking alone, make sure you let somebody know where you are, pack enough water and weather gear in the event you become stranded.
Time for a check of the weather tonight as we welcome back an old face to News 5. Meteorologist Tim Bush is back on our first Alert 5 team. Welcome back, Tim. How's the forecast looking?
Oh, hi, Diane. It's actually the first time I've been working with you, so
yes.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Glad
and thanks
you're here.
I really appreciate it. I just love being back here. Weather-wise, things are looking pretty good. Mostly clear over southeastern Colorado, but we do have a couple of hot spots here and there. Way out here, here's the Kansas border. We had a couple of light rain showers, a clap of thunder here and there near Cheyenne Wells. That's now moving out of the picture. But we do have a couple of rain showers, a little bit heavier in nature in the southern Sangres, just west of Levita, getting a few raindrops at this hour, moving south towards San Luis right now. And we're even having a little bit more moisture starting to trickle in, but a lot of this is just going to rain itself out over the next couple of hours. We're still looking at this one little rain shower here just south of Cripple Creek, moving out of Teller County. You can see from our live camera studios here in Colorado Springs, this is looking towards that light rain shower at this hour. As far as us here in the lower elevations, we're not looking for a whole lot. Mid to upper 80s over the next couple hours, falling back into the 70s in the Springs. And we're going from the 90s all the way down to the 80s down in Pueblo. Just a mix of sun and clouds, some of those clouds moving off from the higher elevations. Unfortunately, rain is in the forecast for tomorrow. Some of those storms will be severe. We'll talk about just how strong they'll get coming up in your first alert forecast.
Tim, thank you. 4th of July, typically a busy time for liquor stores in Colorado, but in the last few months, local stores say they've seen a big drop in sales, in part because of wine now being sold in all grocery stores in Colorado. News 5's Alasyn Zimmerman joining us in studio tonight with a look at the impact that change is having locally. Alasyn.
Diane, it's been 4 months since wine appeared on the shelves of many Colorado grocery stores, and it didn't take long for a hit to show up on the books for liquor store owners. But the owners I spoke with say this drop is much more than they anticipated.
Well, we didn't think it was going to be as bad as it actually is.
Business here at Cheers Liquor Mart in Colorado Springs has been tough the past few months.
Well, it is frustrating because, you know, I've been here for 28 years now, and it was always it was a fun job. It was easy. You know, we made money. We made good connections with customers and good employees. And
sales are down. A large part of that, owner Jack Backman says, is because wine is now sold in Colorado grocery stores, like the Safeway situated right behind his store.
And now it's just hard. You don't have the customer count. You don't have it's hard to keep the employees' morale up when they know, we're struggling. And, just balancing the checkbook each week.
The last few years have brought highs and lows to the business. At the beginning of COVID, liquor stores like Cheers saw a boom. It slowed in 2022, and now
it's gone from this to this in 2 years. It's just amazing that this has happened to us.
Colorado voters narrowly approved a decision to allow wine sales in grocery stores last November. Sales began in March.
There's so many people in the state from other states that are from California, Arizona, or Texas, where they have it everywhere, and they just thought it would be great. They didn't think about what's really going to happen.
At first, Backman says they saw a 10% drop in wine sales, and now it's closer to 25%.
We're trying everything we can to make it not drop.
Backman says they've expanded inventory to maintain a big selection. So far, the hit to his business has not meant a cut in staff.
We're going to battle this as hard as we can. They got some great employees here that work hard, and I'm not going to walk away from them. So we're going to keep battling. We'll be all right.
Backman was among many liquor store owners who worked out an agreement with large stores a few years ago. The plan included a slow rollout to allow beer, wine, and liquor in all grocery stores by 2037. The ballot initiative sped things up for wine.
It's definitely hard times for liquor stores in Colorado Springs. Check back on Friday.
Justin Goings manages Veterans Wine and Liquor. He echoes the same challenges as Backman.
We used to fill this whole back area with wine whenever we would do orders, and now it's just like 2 or 3 stacks every week.
The store shares a parking lot with this King Soopers at Academy in Austin Bluffs in Colorado Springs. It was a strategic move.
It's kind of backfiring, yes.
Goings says in the last 6 years he's been in the business, he's seen a big shift.
It was hopping. It was busy all the time.
But now,
the night shift We have way less people coming after work. They're just going to the grocery store, picking it up there.
Both stores say wine sales are down nationally as well. They say it's because younger people are drinking less wine.